What is up, everybody? It's over here today, and we had to talk about more CMA nonsense. And this time it's from the fanboys. This time from both sides, PlayStation and Xbox fanboys are getting a video today because this is some nonsense. Now we knew about the whole CMA, how they wanted like people's opinions about they wanted the public's opinions about this Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal going through. I thought it was pure insanity because, like, why would they need people to chime in? Isn't their job to decide? It's their job to do why they ask other random people to do this. But, I kind of knew what this is going to lead was be mostly like people who really care about this, mostly Sony and Xbox fanboys who's going to care about this the most anyway. So you got ridiculous posts like this saying, Sony community, don't sleep. Yeah, don't go to sleep. This should be your main priority is trying to stop this deal. It's like really sending your letters to the CMA like the Xbox community is doing since the CMA has asked the public to send their views on the Activision Microsoft acquisition. They need tags a whole bunch of other Sony fanboys. It's like really they are really pushing to send letters into the CMA. And what makes it so cringy is these people sending letters are not even from the UK. Like, I'm pretty sure they're not accepting letters from people who... They're not taking people's opinions of who not even in the UK to begin with, because why would they? This is based on a UK regulatory body. Why would they take people's opinions not even in the UK to begin with? So, this is from the Sony side of things. But I have to say that the Xbox side may have took a bigger L with this, because this is an Xbox fan who is usually on point with his takes, but this I just can't agree with. Like, really? I'm like, if Microsoft isn't paying you to do this, then why? They didn't give this dude a free game. They didn't give this guy a cent. But he made an essay on why this deal should go through. And it's like, why? Just why? Why do they have the energy to do this? I mean, sure, it'd be great if these games come to Game Pass. If all these Activision Blizzard catalog go to Game Pass, you get access to their whole entire catalog. That'd be amazing. But I'm not writing a letter. I'm not taking time of my day to write a letter to the CMA. And like I said, once again, these people writing these letters aren't even in the UK to begin with, so they're not gonna listen to you. You're not in the UK. You're like in the US or Canada somewhere. So I don't know. So it's just cringy, but. This is what this guy said. Since they asked, here's my email to the CMA. Everyone knows my bias, but even I know that PlayStation is going to die off. They will adapt and endure. I'm pretty sure this is more structured and articulate than the fair market emails from PlayStation fanboys. Like, I don't know why he thought this was the take to make. Like, he literally typed all this out after he typed his letter and said, "Hey, I'm gonna hit the send tweet button and like make this be published, make this be known to everybody to see." Like, no, this is not the way. You make yourself look even more ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure he says something about they got him in a gotcha moment because he says something ridiculous. Like, oh, here we go. So this is what he said previously. Nope, but can you admit it's weird contacting regulators? So he made this comment before, but then he's contacting a regulator? Like, really? The other thing he tried to say before they asked us context, and I'm like, that doesn't make it any better. That really doesn't. Like, this is probably like a college. I want to say probably not like a college essay, but it's like a good essay right here. A good amount of work went into this, and it's like, really. Why? Just why? I was like, Microsoft is not paying you for any of this. At the end of the day, I mean, it's going to go through whether or not you write this letter or not. So I just don't understand this. It's like, if I'm going to do something like this, I better be like some college credits or I better get some type of payment for doing this. But he's going to get nothing for this. He's just like, why? At the end of the day, why? But I guess let's read some of it. I'm not going to read all of it. Xbox Activision / Blizzard acquisition. I am writing as an avid gamer like you to consider to allow the Xbox acquisition to go through. First, more games coming to Game Pass will benefit more gamers, especially in these global economic times. Such value will encourage PlayStation to adapt and compete with their own value propositions, which is, you will hope that would happen with this deal going through. PlayStation actually put value into their own services instead of just blocking games off Game Pass. So we will hope that would happen, but Sony, it might be thinking otherwise. Secondly, PlayStation has largely been the dominant player in gaming since their inception, and their brand name coupled with first/third-party deals will allow them to withstand anything Xbox and Nintendo do themselves. I might as well read all of them. I already have mostly finished with it. The acquisition would allow for a more level playing field. As of now, PlayStation is able to raise console prices and charge more per game with no impact on market share. In conclusion, Xbox getting Activision Bliz won't make Xbox the dominant player in consoles, but it will allow them to be more evenly matched with the market leader. And while Xbox will grow in PC and mobile, Xbox will still be a minor player in each. Cloud is still a small market that Xbox has every right to want to grow. Thank you for your time. He might as well say, "Here's my TED talk at the end of this." It's like, it's just why. I don't know. People are putting a lot of non-profit work for Microsoft and Sony. It's just like, why? I haven't seen any Sony guys make this. They probably have, but I haven't seen them actually post their letters on Twitter. So I don't know. It's just once again, it's weird. Like, for either side to do this, it's like, why? Why even do this? Well, let's see what people have to say about this. Imagine crying for the deal to go through. Let's see. You're busted. Time to sit back and enjoy the damage control. Yeah, it is kind of weird to make this statement. What he says is the context matters because he said this before they accepted the emails. But like I said before, it doesn't make it any better, to be honest. Even though I think it's ridiculous to contact them, but even more ridiculous, they open it up to the general public. That is just ridiculous. Like, why do they need to accept the general public's opinion? Shaking my head, not just game companies. At least write a good letter. This trash will get ignored. Your haters may say whatever they will, but as a gamer, you have more courage than all of them. This requires more effort than just typing PlayStation better under Xbox tweets or Mr. President, stop this acquisition. I don't know. This might be the same level of contacting the president about some Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal going through. It might be the same level, to be honest. He says, "What are you doing?" Sad guy. Yikes! Who actually sent him these emails? At least you openly admit the Xbox is just getting absolutely obliterated. Really? I don't think that's the case, but okay. Not many fanboys on either side of the fence will willingly do so. Ain't you too old for this? Ponies didn't even send any emails to the CMA. They sent eggplant pics and expect CMA to be thankful and obey their wish. Shout out if you know what that's a reference to. When they shot, who did they do? They sent like D pics to like the God of War developers to say that. I guess what was they supposed to be, like a bargaining chip so we give the release date? That made absolutely no sense when they did that. But yeah, that's what that's a reference to. Bots write more letters than they play games. An avid gamer facepalm. How do you expect the CMA to take you seriously if you can't even get simple grammar correct? Okay. You're belonging, sir, as he's handing us some clown shoes and a clown wig. Get a life, my man. This is just sad and pathetic. I kind of gotta agree on this one. Like I say, I like this guy usually, but I gotta agree with this guy. This is kind of sad and pathetic, to be honest. Congrats, you want a cookie-grown adult man. There is hope out there for people like you. You emailed them, LMAO. Oh, man. What did they say in the Sony guys post? I'm curious. What did they say about this one? This is weak, bro, but do you? This is hella cringe. Sit in all your Xbox got no game tweets. I thought ponies don't care if this went through. Yeah, I don't know why Sony fanboys care if this goes through or not. I can understand why Xbox guys want this to go through because you get the whole catalog of stuff on Game Pass and you might get like the Call of Duty games day one. So it makes sense why Xbox guys want this to go through. I think Sony guys just don't want this to go through because they can say we got this deal not to go through, or I don't know what are the reason why. Or they can just say, I don't know why they wouldn't want this to go through. Like, it doesn't affect these guys whatsoever. Like, it literally doesn't affect Sony at all. Because they're going to have Call of Duty for a time period that's going to be multiplayer, then it may eventually go be exclusive. So, it doesn't really affect Sony guys. I guess eventually the game might be exclusive, but, I mean, I don't know. I agree the PlayStation community shouldn't be quiet. They should show why Xbox doesn't deserve to close on this deal. Why do you care? What? They need to use that money and make games instead of being lazy and acquiring multiplayers that are later turned exclusive. But he has no problem with Sony making third-party games be having exclusive deals and stuff like that. He has no problem with that, though. Oh, my effing days. I will write at least 3 times a day. I'm assuming this is a troll because it's an account picture, but... Don't tell me these people are constantly writing at these people multiple times a day. That's even worse. Would love to see the salty cringe emails. I kind of want to see it as well, too. Like, how many emails are they receiving from fanboys? I kind of want to know. If only the lot of you can string a cohesive paragraph together. I emailed them because why not? Oh, man. I'd rather not lower myself to the level of bots. Okay. When it's both sides doing it, okay. A grown-ass man tagged all his daddies. Pathetic. All the Sony players are just gonna spam that crap. I can't with you console guys. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel to turn that as into drama. Okay. What a special level of loser. I couldn't care less about Activision. They make games as a service trash. Don't write that S, fam. We don't need to be low and pathetic like the Xbox fan base. Okay. You continue to submit yourself as the most inept clown in the Sony fanboy stable. Okay, so people on both sides are probably getting roasted for this, which rightfully so. You definitely deserve to be roasted. You're taking time out your day to write this letter out. And you are getting nothing in return for it. Ah, man. I wish I would fight for these comments like that and get nothing in return. Jeez. These are STFU clown boy. Okay, yeah, I gotta agree. Both sides take a major L for this nonsense. I mean, it's at least more understandable on the Xbox side, but still, I still wouldn't do any of this, to be honest. Emailing this organization, I'm not. Yeah, so I'm gonna conclude it right here. We get to see the lengths that certain fanboys will go through to make sure that this deal go through or not go through. They are actively emailing the CMA now, so I'm going to conclude it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Would you email the CMA like these other previous guys have shown to do, or would you just say, hey, this is not worth my time? And all let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.